Hi everyone, I'm August, and this week I am testing out the new Fluid Art Spinner by kanellaciraco Art. She had reached out to me and asked if I'd like to try it. I said absolutely, and I love it. I'm not going to go into too much detail right now because I go over all the features down on the table, but I will say a few things. In the description below, if you would like to purchase one of these, I will put that website below. I'll also put the video that Canella made going over all the features because I know it's better than the one I did, so you might want to check that out as well. I love it. It spins amazingly. It has these adjustable arms, so you could do a huge painting on it. The arms adjust out to 33.5 inches, but you can also adjust them in. You can take them off completely, so it's really a versatile spinner. The price, I thought there was a mistake when I first heard the price. It is $120 Canadian, which translates right now to $87 and some change for US dollars. So I've never seen a spinner that inexpensive that has the quality and the craftsmanship that this does. Just amazing. Again, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I go over it all down on the table. For the painting that I did with it, I did a bloom transfer, but I put a stuck-up pig for the background. Now, what a stuck-up pig is, it's a pigment made by Fluid Art Co. And it's, I believe it's called a chameleon pigment, where it shifts colors based on how you're looking at it. So I've done one of these before, and I'll link that in the description as well. So if you want to see like the tips and exactly how I'm doing that explained out beforehand, I'll link that video. I'm not going to explain it all again right now because, again, this video is going to be long enough. The only difference between this one and the last video is I put black underneath the stuck-up pig. Somebody had asked what that would look like. She goes, I wonder what that would look like. And I apologize, I can't remember who had said that or suggested that. But so I gave it a try. It looks really good. I like it. So you'll see that at the end of the video. Again, if you want to purchase one of these spinners, which I highly recommend, it's in the description below. Amazing. You'll see it down on the table. So thank you so much, Canella, for sending me this. It's a spinner I'm going to use for big pieces, little pieces, all of it. I really appreciate it. For everybody else, as always, I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have an excellent day. So this is the Octo XL Spinner, and you might be thinking the same thing I thought when I first saw it, which is it's kind of a weird looking spinner, but this is just it in its compact state. So once we open up all these arms, I promise you it's going to look just like a regular spinner, but this is how it's going to ship to you. And this is also how you could store it. So that was a big thing for me. I do not have the room to store a spinner that has a 33.5 inch wingspan. Like, I can barely walk around this table without hitting something. And so that was a pretty big deal for me, that I could fold this up and store it just like I would a smaller spinner. It's called the Octo XL because there are 8 arms on it. So there's 6 adjustable arms, 3 on each side, and then these 2 little guys on the side there. So that's why it's called the Octo XL Spinner. The only thing you're going to need to use this is a screwdriver, and you could use a Phillips, you could use a flathead, either of those work. You just go and loosen each of the screws on each arm. I pre-loosened them just to save time. And then all you do is you slide each arm, turn it, and adjust it out. And you do that to each of the arms. Super simple. And now we've got it fully extended. So this side, these arms here are going to be 33.5 inch, and this side here is 24.5 inch. So you could do some really big canvases on this. Oh, the other thing about these arms, you'll probably see these little notches here. And those are each 1 inch apart, and that's going to help guide you when you're adjusting the arm length, so you can make sure that all your arms are the same length that you need them. So those are just there as kind of a guide. But for right now, let's use it fully open so we could look at some different canvases that you could put on here. So I'm just going to screw these in, and super easy. And you don't need to screw them in super tight, but do make sure you screw them in before you start spinning, because if you don't, your arms are just going to be flying everywhere. this guy here. I think we got one more. Yep. Okay, all right, so let me show you something. So the other thing for me, I've used a couple different spinners, and most of them are fine, you know, most of them are good, they work. One that I got though, I would spin it, and it would go, I'd spin it full force, and it would go maybe a turn and a half, and I regretted that purchase. I was wishing I read the reviews, but this one, guys, this one spins so much. So it has a 6-inch spin plate underneath it. A lot of spinners have like a 3-inch or smaller, and the bearings in this are not cheap. They're not ones from Amazon that are going to go out, or some of them aren't going to work. They are very well made bearings. So I'm going to spin it, and it's friggin' nuts. Like, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna just manually stop it, because this thing is gonna keep spinning. And you could spin it super fast. You could do smaller spins, but it's so smooth and it keeps friggin' spinning. That's Joey. Hi, buddy. His favorite part when I paint is when I do the spins. He likes to come and dance. So, hey, buddy. Yeah, so let's look at some different canvas sizes that we could put on here. And I honestly, you can go larger than this. I just personally do not have larger canvases than this. So, this one, what is this? 16 by 20. No freaking problem. No problem. And you know the other nice things about this line, these lines here, is that you can use it as a guide to line up to make sure that your canvas is equal on both sides, which I like. It's helpful. So that was 16 by 20. What is this guy? A 20 by 20. Oh, yeah, no issues. And we've got this bigger one, 18 by 24. 18 by 24, fully supported all the way around. And obviously you can go a lot bigger than this. The other thing I want to show you is, let's say, let me loosen these arms. You can adjust these any way you want, so you don't have to keep them straight out. You can adjust them based on the support that you're going to need for each canvas. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Poor Joe, he thought I was spinning and he wanted to dance. Okay, so now let's say we've got this funny shaped canvas. I don't even know what size it is. Watch this. You can move these arms however you want to give this board a better support. So you can move them like this, let's say. So now you can see it's getting supported on all sides very well. You can move them literally in any direction. You could do, let's see what this looks like. You can, yeah, move these little guys in. So now it's got that middle support there. You can move the arms any direction. So I thought that was pretty cool. But you can also do small stuff on it. So I don't do a ton of big canvases, mostly for space and cost, because supplies can get expensive. So this is a 12 by 12. So you could extend all of these arms out. You could take the arms off too. That's super simple. I'll show you in a second. And you could just set this right on this middle spinner part, and it's going to fit perfectly. You could also have these arms in a little bit, which is how I did it the other day. And so now that board is resting on the arms. You could do a small coaster in the middle. It doesn't have to be big stuff. And again, you can take all of these arms off. You could push them all the way in. It's really adjustable. And it's the only one that's like this. So let me show you how to keep this clean. Now, let me show you. So a 24-inch by 24-inch pour mat, a round one. It's gonna fit perfectly. It's gonna cover so much of this. I thought I had a 24 by 24 inch pour mat. I don't. I have a 12. I have a freaking 12-inch pour mat. But imagine this being larger. You know what? This might be, yeah, 12. Yeah, if you had a 24-inch, that's going to cover a lot of the arms on this. And I am so sorry, but if you do pick up one of these, if you do get one of these, there's actually a bundle pack that you could get where you would get the Octo XL Spinner and a 24-inch pour mat all together bundled up. So I would highly suggest that. The other thing, to keep the arms clean, these little sleeves from Amazon. Little sleeves. So you could take these plastic sleeves, whoops, take these plastic sleeves and you just slide them on each of the 6 adjustable arms. Slide them on, and now your arms are going to be able to stay covered. So imagine if you had each of those arms covered, the big 24-inch pour mat that I wish I had covering the rest of it. It's going to keep this thing really clean. Oh, the price. The price would probably be something good to talk about. So I think it's a really good price. So it's 125 Canadian. I was actually shocked when I heard this price. I thought it would be a lot more. 125 Canadian. With the conversion rate right now for US dollars, it's less than $88. It was like 87 cents and some change. So if you guys are wanting to try a spinner that literally keeps freaking spinning, if you're doing bigger pieces, smaller pieces, why would you have multiple different size spinners? So for this is what I'm going to use. I could do a coaster on it. I could do big pieces on it. I could do the 8x8s on it, whatever I want. So this is going to be the spinner that I'm using, and I do love how much it spins. When I did the painting that's going to be in this video, there's one spin I was like, I just kind of want to see like how fast could I do it. I freaking did it full force. It kept going. I had to stop it. I'm like, whoa, too much paint came off. It was one of my last spins, so I probably should have done that full force spin on the front. Yeah, but I thought this was pretty cool, so definitely check it out. I will put in the description the link to the website where you can get this. Oh my goodness, did I even forget? No, I probably said it in the, I haven't recorded the intro part yet, so I'll say it in the intro. Kanellaciraco Art makes these. I'll make sure to put that in the intro. Speaking of Canella, I probably should have cleaned my table a little bit. She is the queen of clean, so I am regretting that. But, I mean, we already recorded this. They don't call me One Take Leroy for nothing. I'm not going to redo it. So, yeah. Oh, the last thing I forgot to tell you. So, or I said I would show you, is taking these arms off. Oh, speaking of that, there's another bundle pack you could get. The spinner, the 24-inch pour mat, and additional arms. In case you want them, in case you need them, in case yours get super dirty. So all I did was unscrew the top. And on the bottom, hope you could see this. It's this little screw. With the washer, I believe that's called. And then this is the part that the screwdriver goes in. So this is hollow in the middle, and the screw, you probably can't see this with my gloves. The screw just sits, I'll show you like this. Can you see that? I don't know. When you want to put, take your arm off, you want to put a new arm on, you'll notice there's a hole right here. All you do is you take this long piece, push it up through the hole, put your arm on, and then screw this piece into the top. It's so super easy. So you could take these off all together if you're just working on a ton of small little coasters and you don't want to deal with the arms. You could replace them out. So super cool. So yeah, I really like this spinner. I hope you guys, if you're looking for a spinner, if you're looking for something that you could do really big boards on, canvases, definitely check this out. All right. Thank you so much.